What's up, everybody? It's time for another vlog. Haven't done one of these in over a week, but here we go. Last week was actually pretty damn good, except for the fact that I got the flu, which really sucks trying to teach and go to work and do all that early morning stuff when you don't feel like moving or doing anything. But I'm almost out of it. Got a little bit of the sniffles and congestion going on. In other good news, I'm actually able to wear this shirt, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, dig it! I bought it a while ago. It's a large, which I usually buy shirts in extra large. But it seems to fit okay, so it's pretty good. I'm also buying some things for Halloween to get into the festive mode of fall. And of course it is time for pumpkin spice everything. So my recent shopping trips, I've actually bought like pumpkin spice tea, pumpkin spice English muffins, pumpkin spice coffee creamer, and who knows. I'm not usually a big pumpkin spice person, but we'll see if the season affects me. Usually I stay clear of some of that crap. And on the work front in school, it's kind of a thrilling year because for the first time in many years, I'm actually working with a lot of students who are like extremely like academically driven, college bound. One of them is actually talking about a lifelong dream of going to Harvard. She wants to be a doctor. So I've been having to do a little research on the side, because I've never really had to work in years with college prep type students. And she wants to know, what are the entrance requirements to various universities? What are some scholarship options? So we're having to look and, find things online. So it's kind of a different thing for me, but I'm excited. It's a new challenge. And of course, I have my other students who are, we're just trying to get through basic math, trying to get through reading comprehension. And we're still waiting for word from the state regarding whether or not California is still going to be having the high school exit exam this school year. Now, for those of you who don't know, California has an exit exam that all of their high school students must pass in order to graduate. It's basically like 8th grade math and 8th grade reading. It's essentially reading comprehension and writing an essay on the English portion. And on the math portion, you have to answer math questions, and it's like a level of basically algebra. A lot of students struggle with it, and I don't know if you have had to take it. I actually did not have to take it because I graduated from high school in 2001, which is before they even brought in the test apparently. But I know a lot of kids struggle, and that's something that I've actually had to do every year as a high school teacher here in California, is kind of just prep the kids, get them ready for the math and English. And a lot of it is just getting over your anxiety about test taking. Because as I tell a lot of my students, you guys and girls have seen all this stuff before. And you gotta be able to put your nerves aside and just whip out this test and just kill it. And of course on the that's something we have to deal with every year. So we're just waiting to see what the story is going to be. I have a feeling the governor is going to sign this bill, which is basically going to scrap the CASI for a couple of years. I don't know if that's really a good thing or not, because at least the test is some sort of a benchmark to see if the students know their math and English. Because, when you get down to it, if the standards are lowered enough in a class, anybody can pass, right? D minus C is not impossible. But at least the test gave us some sort of benchmark. So I'm just curious about your guys' thoughts, you guys and girls' thoughts who are watching this. Do you think students should have to pass a basic skills test in order to graduate from high school? And one question that I've been asking my students this week is, you've taken math, English, science, history all the time in high school. Do you think these classes are really useful? And what classes would you like to take instead if you had the choice? And across the board, pretty much every student, regardless of which classes they didn't like, they all said that they felt they needed a life skills class, something that taught them, basic life skills such as, opening a bank account, protecting against identity theft, doing job interviews, negotiating good deals with, car loans, and how to handle the finances, how to deal with people. And I realized, that really is one of the things that's undervalued in the current American high school program, at least as the way it's practiced in public schools in California. So that's something I'm trying to incorporate because my students do take elective courses, and there is some leeway to kind of adjust things in English. Like I'll have them do an essay where they might have to go research, how to open up a bank account, or research what is needed to apply for a job, and so on. That's kind of the beauty of independent study. You can sort of individualize to still meet the content standards, what students are supposed to be learning and doing in any particular course in their year of study. But of course, you still gotta hit the basics. When you're in algebra, you still solving for x, still finding slopes, still finding the x-intercepts and y-intercepts of lines, and like I struggled through math. Math was my hardest subject when I was in school. Of course, I probably sound stupid saying that because I made it all the way up through calculus AB in high school, and I actually passed the calculus AP exam. But math was always my weak link. It was the subject I struggled with the most. And of course, nobody would know that I was like this calculus student because I studied, majored in political science and history and didn't take a day of math in college. And I'm going to close out by saying on a more personal front that I probably need to dye my hair because there's a little bit of a gray stripe coming in, a lot of gray in the beard, and I'm just getting ready for another week of school. And I actually bought a ton of Halloween costumes, so once I get back to filming videos for Freak Eating, you're going to see a lot of weird costumes. And of course, I do want to celebrate No Shave November, but I feel ridiculous because I have a beard at this moment. So I'm actually going to be shaving. I'm going to be going clean pretty soon, so that once November rolls around, I can actually honor November by not shaving, and it'll actually have a point then. Alright, thank you for joining me on this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.